okay, I'm joined by manager Lee Lashenko. Well, Lee, sometimes in football you need moments of magic, and that was one in the 90th minute today. Mason Winter, an absolutely fantastic cross, and there was Jacob Spence with the all-important header to seal the 3 points. We were very, very pleased with that one.
Obviously very pleased with 3 points, especially against like a rival in that area of the table. So we talk about cutting a rival's throat, we need to make up for some silly points that we've dropped in recent times, and obviously this was a massive 3 points today. You know what I mean? Like, obviously when you're playing sides in and around you, you want to take the points away from them and add them to your tally, it goes without saying. And obviously we come into this game knowing that we got full respect for Exmouth. We had loads of good battles with them, proper battles in terms of good, honest football players, like going toe to toe on a football pitch, and made the best team win. Like, obviously I think it's slightly harsh, the final scoreline on them today, to be honest with you. I think the second half we controlled and dominate possession, and I think we were the team looking to win the game. But obviously when you go away from home, you probably got 2 results available to you, especially when you're playing like a side that's in around you. You know, a draw's not a bad result, and I think, like, in the last sort of 10-15 minutes they're probably playing a game out. We were trying to put a tempo in the game, and as luck would have it, it was a great delivery by Mason, a recycled delivery, and obviously Jacob Spence, that's a great header. So happy with the result. But we're not going to get carried away with it, because we're just glad for the points, but we also respect the opponent that we've beaten today.
And obviously we got to go further a little bit back, Lee, to the start of the day. Quite bizarre circumstances, isn't it? Obviously a delayed kick-off here, and full credit, you talk about Exmouth's class and the fact that they're real footballing people, and I don't think there's probably anyone that's shown more class today than obviously Kevin Hill, obviously the Exmouth manager, who stood in and ran the line really, really well, and I thought he had a good, fair game, to be honest. I think he was fair to both sides, but that's what non-league football's all about, isn't it? Coming together and helping each other out.
Before the game, I reminded my players that it's quite often said, like, you got officials officiating games who've never played it. Now you had a professional footballer on the line today, and he, like you said, he was quality. I mean, like you say, that's like a massive thing to step into the breach. Obviously, I also, like, you look at the FAs and that, and how can you have a game at this level without that type of communication, in terms of, obviously, I don't know, where the communication, like, from the FA comes from. If you haven't got the correct coat on, you get fined money. But we've had to, like, dig in and work with officials today, and that's what was probably good about today as well, because you had 2 officials that were here today, Darren and Bill, that are proper people as well. You know what I mean? They're not by the rule book, they bend, they show good common sense, and they showed that today. Obviously there might have been decisions in the game that either side could, like, dispute, but I think from the moment they were here, you can see that they were going to work with us and get this game played, because there's nothing worse than everyone turning up, everything's set up for a game of football, and then you, like, 2 teams and people that turn up having a wasted Saturday. So like credit to them. But like you say, the most credit goes to Kevin Hill. He's, like, obviously my man on the match today, in terms of, like, he made the game happen, he made it properly happen, and like, I take my hat off to him, and that's why I hold him in such high regard, and like you say, that's a credit to him and Exmouth Town Football Club.
3 points today, Lee, but also a 4th clean sheet out of 5. A word on the defensive performance today.
Just mention that in there, actually, in terms of, like, over the years, like, even in recent times, like, when my recruitment goes into overdrive, it tends to be bringing in extra strikers or extra forward players, attack-minded players. But I don't think enough is given to the fact that I do love the robust, rugged, like, defending, like, that players should be doing in a Man of Farm shirt. And, like, I know Jacob Spence has got away with the champagne today, and obviously great winning goal, but I want to give a special mention to Aaron Robbins. I thought he was immense today from start to finish. 1 headers, 1 challenges, covered his mate. I thought he was superb. I mean, so but you got to stand up and be counted in these type of games, and especially against Exmouth Town, that will look to make you make a mistake. They look to play on percentages, and I felt we stood up and was counted as a team. We limited them to not really any chances, and we finally got a good cross off and a good header off. And again, I mentioned to another young lad in their goal now, because we're very happy with our keeper. He's developing into a great keeper in Seth Lock. But we also, like, take a little bit of like acknowledge the fact that we give Frankie an opportunity at this club, and obviously there was no doubt when we first set eyes on him, we felt that he's got the pedigree to go on. Like when you got a dad like he's got, normally if you got a good looking mum, the daughter's good looking as well. And like with Steve, he's obviously a great football player, a good keeper in the pro game. And Frankie looks like he's going to go develop into that area of the pro game as well. So good luck to him. But yeah, I think that's probably why the score was so low there today. It took us a good header to beat Frankie, and Seth was immense in our goal.
Absolutely, Lee, and obviously nice to get back-to-back wins. Obviously for the first time in a short period, but we go down to Tavistock next week. It's a long old journey, but one we're obviously going to have full confidence for.
Definitely, I'd say we sounds like you're like praising all clubs in the division, but this division has got what I call good quality clubs attached to it, and when you've been around in it and being around in it for a few years, you get sort of relationships with other managers. I'm not an Ehrlich manager in terms of I got my own sort of a friendship group, so to speak, but on a Saturday when you turn up, it's always nice to come up against sides where you think, yeah, that Stuart's a good bloke, Kevin's a good bloke. I mean, and that's so we're going down there Saturday knowing that there's another tall order, there's another tough task, but we're playing ourselves into a good area of confidence now, a good area in the table. In the December period, always takes a bit more of excitement. Games in and around the Christmas period always seem to have a bit more than 3 points on them. And long may our, like you say, we're on a decent run now, but I want to make that consistency because it has been a problem. It has something that frustrated me properly. Last couple of weeks I've sort of internally tried dealing with a few things, and I think we're back into a decent place.
Lee, great work, thank you.
Thank you.